Reddit venting. So I've come on here talking about my aunt before, but I've just learned some new information. To give some background, I am in my late teens and my aunt is over 40 years older than me. She has never liked my mom or I for some dumb reasons I don't really understand. I do know that her beef with my mom has something to do with her having 2 kids, my little brother and I, and my aunt being unable to reproduce despite multiple attempts. She's also never liked us because my mom and I are artists. My mom and I are incredibly musical and theatrical. My mom has made a wonderful career out of it and I am hoping to begin mine soon. My aunt is constantly seeing us as threats to her musical abilities, she plays horn, and rarely makes an effort to show up for any of the things my mom does. And before anybody says, well it's her sister-in-law so she doesn't have to show up, my other aunts and uncles and even grandparents always try to make an effort to go see the shows my mom is in. Anyways, after constantly being mistreated by her, my dad told me to ignore her so that's what I did. Well, that caused a 50-some-year-old woman to start beefing with a teenage girl. At a reunion, I decided that I would only give my aunt short responses and give minimal reactions to her BS. My aunt approached my dad and began to drill into him about my behavior and how I was being rude to her, an adult. Thankfully, my mom skipped out on this reunion due to more than just my aunt or else she would have laid into her. My dad handled it and said that he didn't know and that I was probably going through something. Now I'm absolutely pissed. Instead of taking her concerns directly to me, like a person should, she and moaned to someone else with the clear intent of getting me in trouble with my parents. I'm going to a dinner tonight with my parents, grandparents, and aunt and uncle. Unfortunately, my little brother and partner in crime is on a school trip to DC and will not be joining us. Since he isn't around, my mom has instructed me to sit either with her or with my nonna. My nonna is very Italian and in her eyes, her first and only granddaughter can do no wrong. My mother, on the other hand, is an Irish immigrant who is very protective of her baby girl. So if my aunt tries to start anything or instigate a fight with me, I have my mom and nonna on my side. I will try to update if anything happens. Thank you, random internet strangers, for letting me vent.